County residents who hit hard times during the COVID pandemic applied for federal funds to help pay their rent. Many who were approved are now finding out they could face eviction after those funds didn't come through. 5 News reporter Catherine Gilker tells us what happened to the Washington County Rental Assistance Program.
I completely dissociated for probably 2 days and had a panic attack about it.
Fayetteville resident Amari Roush says they received 6 months of assistance from the Washington County Rental Assistance Program. They first got a letter saying that March rent assistance would be late. Then on April 1st, another letter saying April and May's rent weren't going to be paid either, even though it had already been approved.
I just ignored it at first to see if there was like a clarification or something later. But then my landlord called me and told me that it had been confirmed with them that they were not going to get paid for the 3 months, and that I now owed not only this month's rent, but last month's rent as well.
Roush is just one of the more than 3,000 Washington County residents that have been receiving rental assistance from the program. The county was given more than $12 million from the federal government for the program. Roush worries for other people in similar situations.
I have a great landlord where I live, so I'm not getting evicted and they're working with me.
Everyone receiving assistance received this letter saying the county could no longer process or approve any more requests for assistance. It says it's due to insufficient funds. It goes on to say that March's rent would be paid, but they didn't know when, and there is no funding guaranteed. Washington County Judge Joseph Wood says the federal government has still not released those funds in February that were needed to pay March's rent.
We notified them again in March that April will be delayed, as well as we're going to be subsiding and ending the program because we have a lot of folks who are in the program already. The average tenant was receiving probably anywhere from 5 to 8 months, 9 months of rent.
Wood says this program was meant to be temporary, but these funds not being released is an issue all across the country.
We've been in contact with our constitutional legislative branch, congressmen and senators, to make them aware, and they are aware. They also know, and again, it's across the country. People are all saying the same thing. When is that money going to be released? And again, no one knows.
In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Catherine Gilker, 5 News.
Now, Good Shepherd Lutheran Church in Fayetteville is holding a fundraiser on Facebook to help those counting on that assistance program to pay their rent. So far, the donations from the community have been able to pay 7 families' rent.